as I okay, so as I'm getting more manipulated, I can see my memories being phasing more and more away as they change my memories in different ways. I'm listening to this child like trash talking to me. As I said, you know, it's comical and agitating at the same time because you just obviously know that they're just the bottom feeders in these entities. You've seen the picture I like to show, and I'm thankful for this perp to show themselves, but they're not even as childlike as some of them are. Um, because you have this interaction with these people who are almost children. But please understand this very much adults. It's even more stupid to hear a grown man's like, no, he makes himself sound like this in this menacing way. Listen, I know horrible things are going to happen to me, but the reason why they speak this way is one is to perceive them in these mystic ways, which is falsified. There's nothing mystic for about these people. This anybody can do what they do. You just got to be willing to kind of humiliate yourself in one way or another. And I think children are quicker to do that than anybody else, or people who are child-minded, or people who can create these personas. Right now I'm watching. I watch anime because when I watch actually any other thing, they can disturb me in the worst way. So animation is like, it's they can less do things to me, and so I've always kind of liked anime, but now I'm just really watching because there's no other things I can watch without getting disturbed. And so when you hear this like stories in this like animations, they're like, they start talking in different ways. The perps I'm talking about, the perps interacting with you via V2K, start talking to you in these mystical ways, the same way you're watching this cartoon. You hear them try to come in and speak, no, we are this and that. We're protecting. This is fate. I was like, oh my gosh, just right now, there's a kid talking to me. But the reason why I made this video is about memory manipulation. I've talked about this memory manipulation before, but it's getting worse and worse. As in, it's just like, it's so falsified, but you can't even recall how you used to be able to perceive things. It's just like, there's no even, it's falsified, this is how but how was I feeling for real? What was the right perception? What was the right memory? This is gone completely. So your memory is now completely falsified, and you cannot recall your actual memory. To be validated the way target videos were validated is scary. It's surreal. The entities working on like memories and memory manipulations and enhanced memory or artificial memories, guess where they come from? You guessed it. DARPA has a legacy of studies and work on memory manipulations, on artificial memories. Look it up. Google memory manipulation DARPA. You'll see some all kind of crazy things. And this is the things that obviously, if this is presented on Google, if it's public information, is obviously not the top secret stuff. Those are like the mainstream. So the real work that's not being presented are to another level. They show things that are old now because there's a lot of top secret information, in the sense that there's technology that they do not want to share to the world and want to keep it very confidential. So if they're letting people know about this manipulation, this ability to do all these things, and this is DARPA. DARPA is an entity of the DoD. You understand what's not being shown is to another level. And in some of these things, this guy who's a what's it? It's like a neuroscientist or something, but he reports on like neurotechnological news, and he was talking about how DARPA is working on this like complete artificial memory where they can create like falsify, like can create like a whole artificial like brain that is memories, which means that they can manipulate memories. They can do so much to the memories. They can enhance memories. They can help you have memories. They can all kind of things with memories. They can make you recall things. They can make you experience things that you didn't experience in memories. They can erase memories. That's all the things they can do. And this is coming from DARPA. Obviously, DARPA also involved like the smartest people. University try they have their own studies, their own research, but it's never going to be to the level of DARPA. They use little mouses and things, but this is like small budget things instead of like what DARPA really does, right? So it validates you that yes, my memories have been played with so much, and the entities that are doing these things happen to be entities working for the DoD, directed energy weapons, DARPA, all out of that. I mean, all kind of technology in regard to like directed energy, remote technology, DARPA. So you don't understand. What I'm experiencing, what I've been saying, has been validated. These entities have been manipulating people's brain. Because even other target individuals said that, but officially, in the eyes of the mainstream, they've been working on memories, on how to stop memories, recall memories, erase memories, and manipulate memories. And with me, it's been a lot of that. They manipulate a lot of memories. They have access to all the memories, but then manipulate them. They can make you erase memory, block a memory. You can, like, what the hell? Like, can't recall, can't remember. Your memory. They can make you think of a random memory, like when in your childhood, like a random thing, and be like, you see, then you should believe this false memory. And you're like, no, I know that you have the ability to bring up real memories, but I know that you also have the ability to manipulate memories, just like what DARPA are doing. You also have the ability to block memories or erase memories. And so when they want you to see them in a credible, they'll bring some random memory. You see, we mapped it. We saw that here. You see, this is a real memory. There is some random thing. So remember when you play soccer with this person. Remember, you have that memory. Okay, so you see, to just let you know, no, you should believe those false memories. Then it's like this mind games, but in reality, you figure that out. It's like, okay, you have the ability to manipulate memories, and to manipulate memories, you have to be able to access memories. So that makes sense. And so that's what they've been doing. As they do this nasty manipulation, I'm experiencing these very pedophilia ways of tormenting people, which is disturbing to know that these entities have problem with pedophilia, and by also you've been utilizing this pedophilia type of tormenting to depattern people for part of this program. So, for example, this is a memory, a wholesome memory. Like I said, today I detest being around children, because what they forced me to experience as a target individual, they forced me to get some stimulations of reactions. And I'm talking about they as in these people involved in this program. It's something commonly done, where they make you have some kind of sexual arousals, thoughts, or something disturbing, perception, manipulation, to look at children in these disturbing pedophilia ways. It's so nasty. It happens all the time. Now, because of that, they made me not detest children, in a sense of detest being around children. Nothing wrong. Like, the kids themselves, they're just babies. Whatever, they're just babies. But I hate even the sound of children has become something disturbing, because I'm going to get some forced reactions. Some kind of reaction that they can manipulate the brain to experience. I understand the reality of I'm almost a puppet to them. They can make me feel anything. That's why these people love doing what they do, because you understand the empowerment you have. You have control of a human being. You're basically somewhat of a god. And I'm not talking about in a sense of, you can make somebody fearful enough to do something because you can be a danger to them, or they're scared of what's going to happen. The power is that you can actually manipulate somebody's brain and make that person do whatever you want. And it's not because of fear of you or because it's because they can make you feel this way. Because they can make you do these things. That's like a real feeling like of God, like I can imagine. And so they love this shit. And who is this? It's like this purpose that are contracted by these governmental entities that have this technology and that employs this trash to implement these tactics in order to continuously improve this technology. We're human subjects. We're guinea pigs. And as we experience these things, this is for the purpose of improving and developing this technology. That's what this is about. It's about weapon development, and they need human beings to apply this technology onto and see how they can precisely do more things to us. More manipulations. Make that person accept and subscribe it, and make that person do what we want that person to do, experience what that we want that person to experience. Study his reaction to this manipulation. Okay, when we do this pedophilia type of torture, he does this to feel like he tried to get reality checks. He does like, and then start controlling that person. In every ways they try to break you down, which is what they make you experience. And then they have these bottom feeders who, via this V2K technology, interact with you, and you hear them being so gimmicky. The way they interact with you, it's like it's so childlike people. While I'm isolated, I don't see how childlike they look, or how stupid it sounds. But when you see them in person, it's like this person is just, when he talks or she talks, he's gonna start creating this gimmicky voice to box in this nastiness. So this memory manipulation, was me going for lunch with a coworker of mine who work in the same department, and that coworker brought a friend. That friend brought a daughter, a little girl, 4 or 5-year-old girl. Matter of fact, right now, they're trying to make a noise campaign to box in these things. I don't know if whenever they're going to believe, like, I'm going to subscribe to this. It's just embarrassing. And so we go have lunch. And I've talked about this before, but I don't mind bringing that up. And so we go have lunch. As I'm speaking about this story right now, they start stimulating me because, like I said, there's a little girl there. And so they want me to accept these memories as if it's real. So right now in real time, forcing me stimulations as I'm talking about this story, about this memory. We are having lunch, and you see, I see the little girl. She's just bored next to her mother. I'm sitting next to my coworker. She's sitting next to the mother, and I look at her, and I'm not even gonna make the face because they're gonna try to turn that into something sexual, And I do like, like a little face to her, so, to like kind of like make her less bored. And she's like, she started laughing. She looked at her mother. And the way they changed this is so nasty. Matter of fact, me doing this thing, they tried to turn that into something sexual. Because I was doing like, also like, like as, like the face you do, but also like, you make the face. I don't even want to because it's so disgusting. But you understand, the little grimace, like when you want to annoy somebody, so like something like that. They try to turn that into something sexual. I know it sounds crazy, but they have the ability to manipulate your thoughts to perceive things in such a disturbing way. Then obviously this kid's just like, she looked at me, started like, she started like laughing. That's and that's what I was trying to do. She looked bored. We were talking, and I see her, she's bored looking away, and I'm like, and she like gets super happy. Anyways, that shows, I guess, a more wholesome side of me, I guess. But it shows that at some points I was not reacting the same way I'm reacting today because of what they make me experience. So you gotta understand that this memory is gonna be changed to make me experience something else. Matter of fact, as I'm speaking about it right now, they're creating this like narrations like no all along because they were coworkers, they knew that, and so that's when they start mapping. It's like trash, stop it. What I experienced was none of this nastiness you make me experience. They are going back in this memory, giving me a sensation I didn't experience, a stimulation that I did not experience, a feeling that I did not experience, by implanting that in my memories. Because today, I will be forced to get all kinds of disturbing sensations, stimulations, arousals, perceptions of all sorts. because there's a child there, a little girl on top of that. Because this is a tactic that they do to torment target individual. These same people work for these entities that contract this trash are actually filled with pedophiles. There's a problem with pedophilia from entities in the DoD. It's been validated. They tried to pass a bill called S1413. That specific bill didn't go through, but the bill was supposed to help the Department of Defense with their issue with pedophilia. And so these people have utilized these tactics of departing as target individual with this pedophilia type of torture. Because I'm not subscriptive of these reactions. I know that they're making me experience these things. What they're doing is they're going to your memories and creating a new version of the memories where you're around children to make you believe that, you see, you had that experience there, so now it's you. Now, like you see, we mapped it there. That's what they saw. That's why they, that's why you're experiencing that, because you felt it like that. And changing memories day by day to erase reality and create this new false reality. And then make noise campaign to try to make you accepting of these false memories. The reason why I make videos is it's not going to change what's going to happen to me. But I do find the strength or the power of words. These trash who are doing everything possible to get you to accept these manipulations to the point of making you acceptive of manipulation of memories need to understand. I'm saying this out loud. It's a false memory. And I know your job is to continuously go into my memories and falsify my memories with these nasty perceptions and sensation stimulations. And I know that you guys do this nasty pedophilia type of tormenting, but on top of that, the entities running this program actually feel pedophiles. Let this be the last words of a dead man. But those words were being said and have been said. And I'm thankful that I got to see things for what they are. As they falsify this memory, let me repeat that, of me, a coworker of mine, another coworker of mine, but I didn't know, but knew my coworker, who brought her child, having lunch. When we had lunch, this 3-4-year-old girl's like bored. I look at her and I do a and she starts smiling. And next to her mother, she starts looking at her mother. And then now they're changing that into having sensation stimulations and things like that. Now they're like, you know what? When they did that, the study, they saw that you could react to this way. It's like, oh, shut up. You are literally changing my memories. I don't know what these people, whatever they were doing, but I know that I did not experience this like that. The rest is for you guys to make up or not make up. I don't care. But the reality is, in that moment, what you're making me experience in my memories is not what I actually experienced. And I know that the people making me experience these memories are the same people who have known to be doing the pedophilia type of torture and have the ability to manipulate memories. And then send these retards to try to make you believe that it's a real memory, that you experienced it this way. The same people working for entities where a bill, let me show you this bill. As you can see here, it's called USS 1413, and it says End Network Abuse Act of 2019 and National Defense Network Abuse Act. National Defense Network Abuse Act, which is supposed to stop